my sheets up and nothing.
No one expects Jay.
Look,
I can go hide in the corner if you want.
I've been enjoying nerding again, you know.
In fear.
I will take this moment to goon. I know none of you play Marvel here. Well, maybe one of you might play Marvel Rivals, but they revealed White Queen, and my God, my God, she has thigh jiggle.
Oh, of course.
No, you don't understand. Nobody else has thigh jiggle. She's the only one.
Really? Not even Psylocke?
Psylocke doesn't have enough thigh to have thigh jiggle. The only one that could possibly have thigh jiggle would be Squirrel Girl.
Oh man.
Well, I guess the designers of that game forgot all about Marvel versus Capcom.
No, they didn't. They just know their current demographic and they know what they want.
Yeah, the Scott Snyder fucks.
And it all comes
I don't know
back
about
around.
that. I don't know about that.
Welcome to Monday Night Haters.
Monday Night Haters?
Speak for yourself, sir.
Are we rolling?
Oh yeah, we've been rolling. So
I figured that was the intro.
Yeah.
I thought it was too, but yeah, whatever.
You're confused.
You seemed like you were about to do your whole spiel and we just letting it happen.
The whole point is fuck Scott Snyder.
Welcome to Monday night. What are we doing again?
Okay.
I just felt like I had to put that out there.
Jiggle.
Man, I'm telling you that.
Where we are playing some old school essentials because no one likes modern Batman.
Oh.
I am the very model of a modern Batman general.
Brought it around. Yeah, we're playing Temple of Elemental Evil. Guys, introduce yourselves. We are clericless this evening, so the blessings of Mordor are not upon you.
So
Moradin.
Mordor will never bless us.
Well, I don't know.
Speak for yourself.
We are not useful enough for Mordor to bless us.
Look. All I know is if there's anyone who simply walks into Mordor, it's this group.
Hey now.
Yeah, I will not argue that.
I feel so attacked.
How did they get in here? We don't know. We don't know either. We just kind of are.
All right, so we'll start with Lily. Who are you playing this evening?
Who am I playing? I'm playing Tiffany. The
Lily,
mostly. It's like who?
Yeah, it's been a
day. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody slips once in a while.
It's been a rough week. Sorry.
It's Monday.
Okay, but I'm playing a mostly dead drow by the name of Tiffany, who is wondering why they decided to res her and make her walk on her crispy feet.
Made a sled, right? Pulled by goats.
Jesus, that can you imagine the pain of third degree burns on a goat sled?
Well, I made you invisible, so we don't have to look at them.
You don't have to look at it, but you'll hear it.
I'll put a cast silence spell.
It doesn't move. It's stationary.
I'll cast it on your belt buckle.
Ronnie, who you playing?
Oh, you'll suffer. You'll suffer, cousin. One day, it'll be your turn.
Well, I'm playing Batman.
Don't you mean the Candyman?
No. I'm playing Silric, master of magic and sword and thigh jiggle.
I'm sorry, there was a mental image of an elf with thigh jiggle, and that is just not the thing that computes.
Who are you?
Who is who?
Brian.
You kind of broke up, so he probably didn't hear you.
Brian.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Wow. I am playing Squidder Cutbait, Human Bard, and Raconteur Extraordinaire, Master of the Bagpipes and the Magical Goat Bell of Summoning, or the Magical Summoning. Anyway, you get the point. It's like, there'll be some really cool stuff along the way, kids.
Who walks into Mordor?
I love walking into Mordor.
And then finally there's Jay.
Damn.
Tonight I am playing Baltana, who is going to mute out Tip Powney when I try to kill her again.
Pardon? Pardon?
Nothing.
Pardon?
Nothing, cuz.
I'm gonna remember this.
Last, you guys had escaped from the most deadliest, barely escaped from the most deadliest fourth level of the Temple of Elemental Evil. And by sheer luck, blundered your way out into the lands above. A small hike outside of Nulb. You had cleaned up, actually. You killed a bunch of evil clerics and magic users. Basically, the power structure of the practical side of the Temple of Elemental Evil. The evil still lurks somewhere in there. But
we've taken away the administrative apparatus.
Yes, but getting to it is going to be something else and not something you can do given your current state of health. Because you're all pretty banged up, and one of you has just been brought back from the dead.
She got better.
Well, she did, but he dragged her.
One day.
Goat-driven sled.
One day when you least expect.
The temple
one day
of elemental evil. And fought some trolls and an owlbear along the way.
In my defense, I thought it was an alligator. And I had a completely different strategy for it.
It was an owl roker. All right. So this brings us to Nulb, which is a small town. When you arrive in Nulb, you notice it's only been a couple of days, really, since you had left. You know, well, no, that's not true, because you did spend 2 weeks in Hamlet recovering from your last foray. So, it's been maybe a month since you've been in Nulb proper. And you notice that it's not quite the town you left a scant month ago.
Is it still there?
It is. But to quote the Grateful Dead, nothing shaken on Shakedown Street. Everything is a lot more subdued. Where once you had like this vibrant river town with a hardy port and trade, rowdy bars and the like, everything seems very subdued and quiet. And you do also notice that during the day, there's not a lot of people. They're hurrying about doing their necessary business. But at night, if there were tumbleweeds in this part of the world, they would be tumbling through the streets of Nulb. But you do find yourselves convalescing at the Waterside Hotel with good old Passat Samak, the hotel hostler, Suraporn, and Duck Palathai, the bartender. If you remember. And if you, just to refresh your memory, Doc Palathai was a member of the fire cult.
Ah.
She was the one who told you to bring tribute, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Right. A loose
But
end.
yeah, yes, she is a loose end. Yeah. Yeah, and there are rumors going around that something big has happened in the temple.
Is it us?
No.
There's,
No matter what
Oh.
they ask us, no, it's not us.
there are different things going around. Different rumors, some of which are more or less close to what actually happened. But you know how rumors are. It's a lot of there was an internal power struggle. The fire cult was eradicated. Blah 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 blah. That kind of thing.
Oh, I like this rumor.
But yeah, there's definitely conflicting stories, and you are kind of greeted with an air of questioning by Ms. Palatai. She wants to know what was going on. She knows that you had gone there with your tribute, and hadn't heard hide nor hear from you in about a month. And then you come back swirling with rumors about what's going on in the temple.
In our defense,
You know,
the only thing
my
swirling are the flies upon my festering skin. As you can see, we don't know what happened either. We just ran into some things because nobody gives a goddamn map for that fucking place.
Well, I know.
I wonder if we could make some money selling redacted maps, or at least partial maps, to assist future adventurers who would like to clear out the troublesome parts for us.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Clear
don't have-
out?
I don't know what he means. He's a bard. They talk weird.
Right.
But what is the state of the temple right now? There's tons of rumors.
What? No, look at me.
It's tough out there. They're into their own thing.
Say, for a while there, we had an outpouring of monsters, ogres, trolls. There might have even been a hydra, all heading toward Hamlet.
Hydra, you say? I would like to see that. I've actually seen one up close, surprisingly.
We've heard
What happened to
rumors.
you? But weren't you there?
I mean, the place is pretty big. I'm assuming you would know that.
I've never been there.
Really? I wouldn't recommend it. It's not exactly the best for your health.
I received my orders. But is it true, the rumors of the fire cult? I haven't heard. I haven't received any instructions.
I mean, they were fine when we left.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a while ago. Again, the place is huge and there are a lot of doors, and it's really easy to get lost.
I mean, things were lit up when we went in there. Some a little bit more unexpectedly than others.
Yeah, there was some beef with the water cult, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah, but that's just natural or supernatural.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe they made a move.
Mm-hmm. I just don't understand why trolls would get drawn to a fire cult. But that's not my business.
Are they with the fire cult? I don't know. Everything just has a tendency to hit you and not ask questions.
That's true. They were very cranky. Unfortunately, we didn't see too many elemental evil things there, just regular evil.
Yeah,
So,
this
what
is
are
red.
all the rumors that is going around?
What's the
like
more
I said,
interesting one?
Well, I'm mostly concerned with the state of the fire cult as she covers her tattoo.
Uh-huh. Oh, they want you to send more tribute to them through us.
Well, I never received any instructions for that, so
Well, it
um,
was very, very confidential.
you're
It's a
going
test.
back in there, and you're looking around, and there's like really it's her. You can see Hassan is kind of lurking around um, in the bar room, but there, you remember the last time you were here, there were sailors, and the bard was playing on his bagpipes, and you know there's a lot going on. Now,
But we're kind of in the off season now, aren't we?
well, I mean, it's always in season, but yeah, it's just been
The pirates have continued on their way with the new captain.
pirates. Um, yeah, we don't talk about the pirates anymore.
Yeah, because I was kind of under the impression that their periodic visit was what made the town bustle a little bit more.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't talk about the pirates anymore.
Mm.
What a shame. They seem like such lovely people.
but if we were to talk about the pirates, what
But
would we
don't.
hear?
But we don't talk about the pirates, and I'll have you not talk about them.
That is not a problem. We can not talk about the thing we're not supposed to talk about.
Or the mysterious violent seamen?
But part of not talk about that thing we're not supposed to talk about that you do not understand.
I don't think he's.
Are you saying that the bard shouldn't talk?
That would be preferable, but also not possible.
Right.
That's
Anyway.
what.
Yes, but good Squitter.
That's an
Though
oxymoron.
though our company is light, they all would like to know about our recent foray into the temple and the state of affairs there.
Yes, I do feel like I should regale everyone with my most recent epic arc of sonnets by bagpipe out there and attempt
So,
to
do you
charm.
have any rooms available? I don't think I have it in me to listen to this.
Oh yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
leave the others to scramble away here while I come up with a plausible cover story that.
All right. There's plenty of rooms. You can kind of tell that your presence is very welcome, at least for the coin that you're going to
Oh
spend.
yeah, leads to inconvenient
on
questions.
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, literally nobody in here. Literally. But yeah, so uh, you are shown to your rooms. How do you want to arrange your rooms? I mean, you guys have plenty of dough. You can have individual rooms. You
Oh
can,
yeah, I want one of myself.
I will take one for myself as well, but one with a view.
You didn't say a
I don't
view
even
of
care.
what?
I could be
There's the
facing the
outhouse.
room. I mean, I could be facing a fucking outhouse for all she cares. She just wants to lay down.
Squitter is in possession of the orb. He either gets a roommate or an adjoining suite.
I
Aw.
can hang out with Selric. Because I also want to ask Selric if I should head down to the docks and snoop around.
I mean, I guess if you want to head down to the docks and snoop around,
I mean,
what do you look at? What do you suspect?
I don't know, and that's the thing is I'm curious. We don't the bar itself is empty.
Mm-hmm.
There's no crowd here at all. The town seems off, and I'm curious to see if there's anything off with the traffic, or if I should just wait till the morning.
Well, sure, you can look around, see what you can see. You know, maybe something's
Mm-hmm.
going on here. It
Do you
is
think that
quieter,
would?
but it could also easily. It's a fishing town. You know, the
That's
schools
true.
move.
All right, I'll chill out for tonight then. I won't
Well, no,
head
no,
out yet.
you can head out and see what's shaking in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
know, check and see if
Steve, is there?
Mother Dalit is still around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak out. I will let you know, Sarek. And Steve, I want to try to just exit the building without trying to cause too much attention. Basically, I'm just gonna walk out like nothing's wrong and head down towards the docks.
Okay. So everyone's got their own room right now? Is that what I'm hearing?
I've got one
I don't
connected
know what
to
they're doing. I know I do.
I'm a roommate with Silric.
and I will get a room that's connected to their room, but I'm going to keep on my own. But then in the evening, I will do an impromptu concert in the bar for anyone who wishes to listen, and also keep an ear out for stories from the local patrons that may be of interest for us.
All right. And what are you doing, Silric?
Uh, I'm going to kind of wander back and forth, keeping an eye on Timpani, keeping an eye on Squitter, and occasionally peeking out the window to see if I see Baltana anywhere.
Okay. So, um, you guys square yourselves away. And what are we doing with the orb while we're doing all this, Squitter?
Keeping it with me. And it's like, I want to. It's like I kind of like that little throb and hum that it seems to give off every now and then.
Yes.
Throb.
Nothing bad could possibly come from this.
Right. It's like a little metronome now. It's kind of keeping me on beat, right?
Mhm.
To kill the good, kill the good. Yeah, whatever. Beep, 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 beep. Kill the good, kill the good. Beep, 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 beep. And that's kind of what I imagine it kind of going like.
Okay. So you guys get Timpani squared away in her bed. Um,
Fear not, I will entertain you later with good bagpiping.
As soon as I can live and lift the sword, if you do that, I will kill you.
I've heard that before.
It's a promise this time.
and you, Timpani, do get your wish. Your room does have a view of the outhouse.
She doesn't care.
Or does it? See, that's a thing, though. You don't think it does. It's hard to tell because you really are bedridden. You can't get up, and really, Silric needs to check on you, every hour or so just to make sure. Um, you're very, very ill. I mean, it takes a lot out of somebody to be brought back from the dead like that.
Yeah, I mean, you trip on your own feet headed to the chamber pot, you could lose that one hit point.
Right. And Silric actually knows this from experience. The thing is, though, you don't think there is an outhouse, but every once in a while, it kind of smells that way.
Huh.
Foul. Outhouse-ish.
Huh. I mean, we've been through a lot of ogre dens. I mean,
I'm
it's probably
assuming
not enough to
that
alarm her yet.
you've been sponged down.
Silver,
Like,
I have a question for you, friend.
Sure.
Whose idea was it to make me walk out of?
Doot, doot, doot.
It was Moradin's idea.
Uh-huh.
I can't go against
It was
Morden.
bad.
I owe him a solid. Who of us was the idea to do it in there?
I says the bard. I wanted to pop you in the bag.
So
It was
so
Squitters.
All right, so while you guys are talking, Tiffany, you notice this odor just is there, and it keeps on getting stronger. Like
Am I
no
in-
lie, and it
Do I
almost-
have gangrene? Do you smell that?
thing is, Silric, you don't smell it.
I don't smell a thing.
Oh Jesus! Did I die and turn into a vampire for real?
Squitter kind of like just kind of absently grabs his neck. No.
Wait, where's Squitter? Squitter's not near.
Silric starts playing around with this garlic fetish that he just happened to pick up.
You really don't smell anything.
Upstairs. Want some pizza?
Like, did you? It kind of smells a little bit like an outhouse. Did you? Did you smell that when you died?
No.
Should I be concerned? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
I will cast sleep if I have to.
You don't have to. She's just like, I'm over it. Whatever
Okay.
happens, happens.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely no problem getting to sleep.
She may not have actually finished that full statement when she was like, you know, fucking, I'm going, and just, no, she was out.
Had a rough couple of days.
Peace out.
All right. So, in the common room, as there's a couple of people in there, hardcore drunks, who come in furtively, look over their shoulders as they pass over the door or the lintel, whatever, the threshold, into the bar. They sit. No one sits together. So you've maybe got 3 or 4 people in this huge common room. They're all at different tables, nursing drinks, looking over their shoulders as you sit down with your bagpipes. The temperature noticeably drops every time the door is open and somebody comes in. It's not really a lot. And you just remember the last time this place was bumping.
Mm-hmm. Huh. How strange. Hopefully not everyone has been turned into a vampire in this town, but that would be ridiculous. I tootle away and keep a closer eye on everyone.
Yeah, you start to tootle away, and as you regale everyone with the tales of daring do.
Mm-hmm. And occasional dare and don'ts, let's be fair.
Well, you are. I know you are lying because you don't want repercussions. um, the atmosphere visibly gets lighter as you play. It's don't get me wrong, it's still oppressive.
Okay.
Just not quite as oppressive as when the music isn't there.
Ah. Nice to know my voice is
You're just getting into the story, maybe embellished, of how you bested the Lamia,
Mm-hmm.
and we're on your way to confront the Will o' the Wisps when you see movement uh, scurrying across the floor out of the corner.
Hmm. Scurrying. In a good scurrying or a scary scurrying?
Let's face it. Is there ever good scurrying?
Well, when you put it like that.
Depends on who's scurrying and what.
Is there ever good scurrying?
Uh-huh.
If
Okay.
it's a thief and they're getting away, then yes.
That would be sneaking.
Ah.
If they're known,
Flat out,
it's
low to the
scurrying.
ground, scurrying. There would be
Hmm.
accompanying sound effects, but there's bagpipes playing. You can't hear anything over that racket.
Perhaps a mouse familiar. That would be scurrying.
Mm-hmm. Ah. Well, I will do. It's like I will acknowledge it with my best rendition of yakety bagpipes.
Yeah, yeah. You go into the refrain of that, isn't it all refrain? And yeah, you see a little bit more things like out of the corner of your eye. No one else seems to be noticing that. They're just morosely looking at you, tapping their foot every once in a while. If you're playing anything that's like a standard bar song, they're not singing along. You are playing well. I mean, you're not. It's
Oh,
you're not playing horribly, but yeah. And then just every once in a while, you see it coming across.
ah,
Um, so Rick, you leave Timpani to sleep. What are you doing?
I guess I'll continue the patrol down to where Squitter is.
Yeah, you see Squitter, and you feel for him. You definitely feel for him. He is playing his heart out, and nobody cares.
Hmm.
And and then you see like something skitter, like from maybe the corner, like just beyond the reach of one of the lamps, to behind the bar.
Look like a rat, or just can't tell.
It could be a rat. It's definitely big enough that it could be a rat.
maybe it's a were rat.
What's the barkeep's name again? I know we've spoken
Barkeep's
to them.
name is Duck Palatai.
Hey, Duck.
What's up?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Been seeing
You're,
any been seeing any
yeah,
rats lately?
rats.
Yeah.
Should look around. Now that you mention it, maybe I've seen one or two. Yeah.
Well, Squitter is regaling your patrons of our adventures. Pour me a pint and tell me of yours.
Uh, yeah. So she a pint of ale and says, well, what do you need to know? It's, as you can see, it really has been fairly uneventful around here.
Yeah, it's
Really, ever since you all left with that tribute.
Hmm. That's weird.
It is weird.
Just kind of just
I've
things
never
stopped, huh?
seen this. It's almost like this town just died.
Hmm.
I mean, really, some of the people have been noticed that, one or two a night.
One or two a night just dying?
Yeah, like gone. Maybe they're not dead. That's what everybody's saying. But they're just leaving because, I mean, this might just be a dead town. Gotta look out for yourself. If
Is Mother Tendalat the local priestess of Cuthbert?
she is, but nobody knows that.
Oh, that's right. She
She
is
is the local
the.
kook.
She's the what?
She's the local kook.
Oh, the local kook. Hey, is that kooky lady still here?
The the herbalist.
Yeah.
Um, I think so. I mean, I have no business with that sort of superstition.
Hmm. I mean, true, but I mean, she did get some like premium Harfoot over there.
Yes. Well, I have. You'd have to check. I haven't heard anything that she to the effect if she hasn't.
Hmm. Who were the last couple of people to die?
Oh, I mean, I don't know anybody's name. There's like a lot of people in this town, or there were. I don't know everyone personally. Just every once in a while, you hear rumors that so and so disappeared.
Hmm.
So and so is dead. I mean, nobody's ever, maybe died is a strong word. No one's ever found any bodies or anything.
Has the local watch been looking into this?
Full of watch.
Yeah, I know. Bastards, but
Well, I mean, bastards or not, they're fucking morons.
true. Hmm.
I mean, you saw what it was like with with when you were here.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
mean,
remember.
it wasn't lawless, but it wasn't exactly.
It was jovial,
Yeah,
festerous,
people
bacchanalian
weren't
even.
weren't being. Yeah, but the watch never put a stop to any of that. They never cared.
Yeah.
Now they're not. Who knows what they're doing? I mean, we used to be overrun by, you know, and she kind of like lowers her voice and says, but even they, well, and she trails off.
They, well, what?
I'm sorry, what?
You know, the. You know?
No, I don't know. Is there? Do you need a drink?
Got one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. So you were off at the temple. That must have been something. Did you get to meet? Get to meet the priests.
Yes.
Interesting. So I've only met their representatives. I haven't had the pleasure of actually meeting any of the clerics out there. But you got to meet you got to meet them, huh?
Yeah.
So is Kenan Belsernig as magnificent as they say?
No. Honestly, no.
It figures. They never are.
I mean, outside in the world, these cults and whatnot have to rely on hype.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. You shouldn't believe the hype. Oh, that's the wrong guy. That's the water temple guy. You never met him. Never mind.
I didn't recognize the name, but I figured just play along.
You met Prefect Alrim.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Prefect Alrim. Oh, what was the matter with him?
Insufferable.
Really?
Yeah.
We used to send this one guy. I guess he must have been a fighter of some sort. Big buff guy. Kind of surly, but yeah, the goods, if you know what I mean. He used to send him around every once in a while. Used to have he has a flaming sword.
Yeah, he got killed in one of the skirmishes down there.
And she goes, maybe I can get out of this bullshit and get down there and be an enforcer for the fire clerics.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, you've got more opportunity out here, trust me.
She looks around and says, I don't think so. Have you seen how dead it is?
Maybe here, but...
And she says this without missing a beat. It's been dead like this ever since you guys left the last time. And then she says, yeah, I guess people have been dying. Well, maybe not dying, because there's been no bodies. But, maybe they just know that the town is dying. And they're leaving 1 or 2 a night.
Interesting. Oh, I see Squitter is about to wrap up his set. I'll catch you later.
Okay. And as you wander away, she's going, Enforcer Doc Palatai. Doc Palatai, Fire Enforcer.
Fire.
All right. Now, Baltana.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing this fine evening?
So this fine evening, my plans are is to go walk down around the port. I want to see what type of traffic there is down there and see if I can get the pulse of the sailors and the people around the city, around the dock area. I'm not looking to break in. I'm just looking to see if I can get a general feel of the area and see if I can hear anything.
Fantastic. It is cold outside, and it's that kind of cold that it was like today. Wet, damp, clammy.
Overall miserable sounding.
Yes, if it were daylight, the sky would be the color of a TV tuned to a dead station. Thank you very much.
Okay. How many people are on the streets right now?
There are not a lot of people at all on the streets. And every once in a while, it's misty. Every once in a while, you think you see a shape through this mist. It's like pea soupy, right? You know how like when it's not quite raining,
Yep.
but everything's hanging in the air. It's like that.
Okay.
And you make your way to the dock. Every once in a while, you'll see a figure walking in the mist. You make your way to the dock, and you see moored on the river is the ship.
I'm going to try something stupid.
Rising out of the mists. It looks somehow more there than the surrounding. Everything's enshrouded in this like fog, this mist, this damp cold, and then you see it like kind of rising above the mist. You remember it was like a fairly tall ship.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to work or not,
Okay.
but could I detect magic to see if this fog is magical or if anything is doing an aura around me? Is that possible, or does it have to be a specific item?
I'm just trying to figure out. You can do it. Yeah, I'll let you.
I just want to see if the water around me, and especially where the boat is contrasting with the fog, if what I see around me, if it could be magical in nature.
Right. How does your detect magic work? It's a
That
drow ability.
it is a drow innate ability. At level 4, I can cast it once a day.
And it's as the spell.
It's as the spell. See cleric spells.
Okay. So
Page 134.
Oh, well, there you go. That's pretty awesome.
I try to get the book up.
Oh, that's druid spells. That's why.
Druids get spells?
They do.
I thought they just died. Oh no, that's Ranger, sorry.
Damn.
Objects. Okay.
Snows I can't hear them. That's all that is.
All right. So you can't you say the proper words for the spell. What's the radius? Sorry, I was just looking.
I'm trying to pull up the book now.
I've got it here. Okay, 60 feet. A 60-foot circle around you just lights up.
Okay.
Just like the fog starts to glow.
Okay. I will say
that malevolent, like toxic green.
Okay. With seeing that, I will say I'm going to keep my senses open, still try to hear, but I am going to head my way back to the inn. Because if now that I know that it's magical in nature, I don't want to attempt to take this on by myself.
Okay. All right.
Did the ship glow or just the fog?
Everything.
Everything. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Like it lit up like a Christmas tree.
Would it blind me or I can handle it?
No.
Okay.
It's
It's
not
magical.
something that you actually see. It's like you just detect, you feel this.
It's not like I'm in the pit of hell and detect evil.
Right. Well, it is kind of like that,
Okay.
actually. I'm
Okay.
thinking of it like CSI goes in with the black light.
Oh,
The fucking Batman game. It's one of the Arkham games. You turn on night
Detective
vision.
vision.
Yep, his fucking detective vision shit just lit up.
okay, perfect. So I'll head back, rubbing my temples as I go.
Yeah, the other thing you notice that when you like cast that spell and like stop yourself from pissing your pants is that the normal sounds that you would hear, creaking of planks and of the sloshing of water against the hull, the sound of ropes, being pulled over surfaces, that all that jazz, flapping of sails, none of it is coming from that ship. It's silent. It is empty.
Why did you say that?
Because you need to know you're there, and that's what you see.
I know. That's like saying there's a big red button on the wall. Don't touch it. Well, I guess you only live once.
Don't go in there, Fred.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I would root for your survival,
Actually,
but no.
keep it up. I'll just put a pillow over your head and they'll take care of you.
You gotta get out there first.
Damn family
Wow.
squabbles.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
damn, I died trying to save him.
I know, and I brought you back right away.
I don't appreciate it.
He did cinematically slay that guy.
He did. He did cinematically slay him. And then he did all this.
Hey,
Well,
feel the love, because I think my senses are tingling right now, so I'm going to head back to the inn so I can actually talk about what I've seen before I do anything stupid. I know it's out of character for me, but I'm going to attempt to try to live a little bit longer.
okay.
That is my plan.
All right, so you head back Timpani.
Yeah.
You are woken up from your slumber. Because you sense you frankly you hear a buzzing noise. And you
Not
notice
dead yet. Go away.
the window that does not overlook an outhouse, though it smells like it does. There are maybe a dozen fat flies pucking against the glass, flying up and hitting the glass. Can you hear that? It's like great sound effect.
No, I can't, but I can imagine.
All right.
I've seen enough horror movies. I can imagine.
Okay. Fair enough. The smell starts to get overpowering, and you sit up in bed, right? trying to catch your breath, but it's hard. And you look over at this window, and where there was a dozen or so of these fat flies, now there's a swarm of them flying out from the window, come right toward you. And then you wake up.
She jerks in bed and then groans because she jerked in bed, and then looks at the window.
Totally clear.
Do I still smell that?
Do not.
I roll the fuck over and go back to sleep.
What happens when you're the player, not the character, has seen one too many fucking horror movies.
No, actually, it's more of Tiffany's just like, you know what? I still hurt. I'm probably just hallucinating from some sort of fever from what just happened to me. I'm just going back to sleep. It's not my problem right now. Because to go get help means I have to get out of bed and go downstairs and go, hey, Silric, you're the only one I trust. Could you come get me?
You can't get out of
No,
bed.
she just rolls. What she just groans and rolls over. That's nothing else she can do. Sooner or later, somebody will come check on her.
She's not
Maybe.
still invisible, is she?
Oh God, I hope not. That would be awkward.
Technically, yes, since we haven't slept yet and I haven't reset my spells.
Couldn't just drop it on the way here.
Mm-mm. You have to be able to attack, or it has to be dispelled.
And I bet that conversation earlier was really creepy.
Who's the empty room for?
I mean, a simple solution is just like, hey,
I'm sleeping in that room.
stand still for a second. The weakest punch ever.
Imagine housekeeping surprise when they walk in and there's just this big lump in the bed.
The fuck?
Oh no, it's Chevy Chase.
I'm sure we could have fixed that by me like weekly slapping somebody.
Yeah, you don't want to be invisible. You're not going to be invisible.
Right. We can figure out a way to wear it off.
All right. The common room. You've finished your set.
Yay! But should I break into a new set, or start looking around to see if I can find a new rat companion here and charm some animals?
So you finish your set, and so
I collect my tips. I collect any tips that they wish to give me. I do not turn down tips.
There are none. Like there's only like those 4 people in the room. Bartender.
Rude. I tooted my heart out for these people.
Well, not everyone's an appreciator of the fine arts.
Exactly. Well, very well. As the wind blows, I blow. And I go looking around for some rats to play to.
Come here, Quitter.
Not now. He's playing Pied Piper. Leave him alone.
I have to practice this new skill. Because soon we will have a whole menagerie of goats and gargoyles and trolls and ogres and
But
rats.
Have you not noticed that there's some weird shit happening in this town?
Yes, not because he's been playing his bagpipes, which is weird enough.
Yeah,
I say he is the weird shit, honestly.
That is Nulb business like show business. But all right, fine. What is it that's so important here that has your attention?
Come upstairs.
Okay. Let's go upstairs and see what's the matter.
I'm gonna go up to my adjoining room, close the door,
Okay.
close the curtains. Do you remember the leader of the pirates?
The Jiangxi or the different one?
He doesn't, because he wasn't there.
Oh yeah, he wasn't there. No, he should remember because we had to. No, wait, did he go back with us?
You told me something about it, but it slipped my mind. Why don't you recap for me as if I am an audience listening for the very first time?
I thought we informed him after we killed it.
I thought he was with
Yes,
us
and
when we killed it.
no, that's like you made it sound like I was there.
He was doing what he was just doing. He was in the bar playing because
Okay.
he had loud poet
Yeah.
stuff to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he there when we disposed of the body?
There was a body you disposed of?
Oh yeah, because we just had the head. You didn't see that.
Did not. Well, that's a detail you left out, and this is why you need a bard to accompany you on such misadventures, surely.
I'm just saying, I have a numerous amount of reasons to kill you. The list is getting longer by the day.
What?
We will settle that one day, but today is not that day.
All right. Well, just so you have somebody to bounce ideas off of, it's right when you say, "Do you know what we did with the body?" Because we took the head.
Mm-hmm.
Other drow, being Baltana, comes into the room looking fairly pale for a drow.
Oh,
Yeah.
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
So, very interesting.
It's like
I went to the docks and I noticed a few oddities. First and foremost, the big ship that we went to, it looks out of place. And one of the other things that I did is I cast Detect Magic because something felt off with the heavy fog and everything lit up like, everything lit up very brightly. So there's magic all over the air. And the last thing is I didn't hear any sound from said ship. So no waves against it or anything. And I decided to come back before I went any deeper. So something is definitely amiss. And I'm not sure what else is going on.
Are you guys in the same room with Timpani?
Sure.
So you're all together. All right.
Yes.
I didn't know where she was, so I sat on her for a point of damage.
I die because that's all I have.
I know, being sarcastic.
Is there a reason why this cacophony is in my room? I'm having enough fever dreams without this conversation.
Well, it's company business, and you're part of the company.
So it seems like a lot of weird things are going on around here.
I'm
just trying to figure out.
I was talking to Duke down at the bar, and her conversation went on to this loop.
Blue.
A what?
A loop.
A loop.
What kind of loop?
As if she started to talk about the pirates, and something reset her mind, like a charm spell of some type.
In a good
way.
But
my question for you, Squitter,
mm-hmm.
is in your travels, have you acquired any lore regarding Jiangxi?
You would think I have. And there's much I could say about the Jiangxi. But let me consult the old leaves again to see, if I feel like the lore is accurate from my last sense of it. I guess that's a call to do a roll check or a law check.
Doing.
And boop. That is a 2.
So Jiangxi are very rare. It's not a lot is known about them, but it's not really a behavior that you would associate with the creature, considering he doesn't know what exactly happened. So he doesn't have all the details of what happened to the thing after you defeat it.
Or maybe it's not that thing at all.
Oh. It could be an impersonator, perhaps.
During our battle with the Jiangxi, it attempted to summon something. Or it was holding back something.
Okay.
And it was an odd creature. Haven't encountered one in the bestiaries of my magical studies. But I don't recall if the portal closed or not.
So are you suggesting unfinished business?
I'm suggesting that it might be something we need to look into.
Is that something we should be looking into before Timpani is completely healed?
No, but we should keep an eye on it in case anything changes. But we need to wait till Timpani's healed. We probably need every sword we can get.
It's not only that, we don't want to bring her into battle or bring anything on us when she's this delicate.
Well, I mean, at the very least, it's like we should probably have someone
I can't
on
even
hand.
get out this bed to kick you.
Right. This seems... Well, the timing seems inconvenient.
No, I did have a weird dream, though.
How weird are we talking?
Fat flies swarming into that window and then crashing through it, and everything smelled like a fucking outhouse. Which is weird, because you don't usually smell things in a dream.
Mm.
I'm gonna go look at the window, see if I can see anything out of it.
You see the rooftops. Actually, you probably wouldn't see rooftops. It's not that tall of a building. You just see across the street to the
Into another window.
yeah.
Okay.
There's an ugly hobbit undressing.
Is this window in the rear of the building?
Yeah, smoking a cheroot. She's taking off her nylons.
Whoa!
There's a feather boa involved.
Oh, Jesus.
And there's a little gnome sitting on the bed with gold pieces, throwing them at her. Weird. I mean, it is Nulb. Fucking Christ. It's a den of iniquity.
Into something.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's got to have a brothel. I mean...
Well, I, on the other hand, saw something strange scurrying around in the bar, and my
And it did hit on the bartender at one point. Maybe this was just them trying to, like, give me entertainment? I don't know.
So it's just as Squitter says, I did see something interesting. You hear skittering and squeaking as a sea of rats floods into the room.
Hey, I don't think
Somebody
I can
roll.
chum
Who's
all you
your
all at
official
once, little buddies.
roller of initiative for this evening?
I accept my death. I guess I can. I can't really do anything else.
You're the
Yep.
first volunteer.
Go for it.
I don't know if you want me to volunteer, but I'll do it.
Go for it. Go for it. It
2.
worked well for us last time.
No, it
All right.
didn't.
So I rolled a 2 as well.
See?
Jesus, here
All
we
right.
go. 1.
All right. I rolled a 6. So the rats come in. There are 4 swarms of rats that come in. Each swarm of rats has 7. We got to add 5. Sorry. Has 12 members. So 12 times 4. So you have 48 individual rats. That's a lot of fucking rats. All right. So they
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when your GM is an exterminator.
I'm building to something here. But
The
it's
joke had
OSE,
to be made.
But it's OSE, so you got to fight something.
The joke had to be made.
All right. So the rats are going to go first. Now, the way rat swarms work in this game is they each get their own individual attack. Not each rat, each swarm. But you got to kill all the rats in the swarm. So you get the picture. All right. So, Baltana, what is your armor class?
My armor class is 2.
Okay. The rat swarm actually bites you for 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As rats start to swarm around your feet and scritch at you, and you feel one make it through your armor. So, Rick, what's your armor class? 0?
Correct.
You're able to jump out of the way of the rats. Bard. Squitter. What's your armor class?
Since I am still wearing the hat because it's a lovely hat, it is a 3.
All right. You are also missed. I'm going to switch that to 3.
All right.
3 swarms of rats. But just for shits and giggles, what's your armor class there? Without your dexterity bonus, Timpani?
Hell if I
Isn't
know. I
she
don't even
still
have any
invisible?
armor on. No. I decided I wasn't.
Okay.
I have no idea whatever base is.
Right. So, what kind of armor do you normally wear?
What normally I have on male. Yeah, male.
All right. Pain. Okay, so what's your normal armor class? Let's just do it like that. What's your armor class?
I think 4. My normal, yeah, I think it's like 4. Yeah.
Okay. What's your dexterity bonus?
I do not have one.
Okay. So your armor class is 4. All right. You guys may go.
I'll attack
Okay,
the one.
stab.
I look
Go
at the
ahead.
swarm of rats and I just sigh.
Okay.
To you,
That's my
Tiffany,
turn.
it's like a fever dream.
Actually, she will just lay back down. She's like, "Fuck it. If I die, I die."
Uh-huh.
But I mean, you don't even know whether or not it's happening.
For all I know, this is just a continuation of that weird ass fly dream.
It
She's
could
just
be like a fly dream. It could be like yeah, it could be like a waking dream kind of thing. You just everything is happening in slow motion. All right.
Yeah, she's just there, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are you harassing my feet, cat?
Just trying to protect you from the swarm of rats.
No, he's not. He wants pets, and my feet are there.
All right. So Baltana, what are you doing?
I'm going to swing.
Okay. So you are trying to hit armor class 9.
Okay. Armor class 9. Give me a quick sec. 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be. Okay, that would hit.
Okay.
As far as damage goes, it's 1d8 plus 1.
All right.
And
So
that
you only
was.
hit one rat at a time.
Okay.
And each rat
Then.
has 1 hit point.
Okay.
So do you, so it's kind of like yeah, you just it's attrition.
Okay.
All right.
So I hit it. Overkill.
Yeah. Squitter, what are you doing?
I know this is probably going to be a horrible result, but I can't help it. I announce, if on the one hand, if you're going to ultimately transform into something far more terrifying and evil, I suggest you do so now. But if not, I will attempt to befriend the animals, as is my ability and right as a bard.
What is it with you provoking thing?
No, he's taking out his he's taking out
No,
his
that's what Tiffany says when he's like, "You could turn into something scarier." It's like, why would you provoke it?
Because it's just there are tales of the ancient lore in which the party spends far too much time whittling away at one form of the great evil, and then doesn't have those resources to whittle at it in its final form. It's like, let's just cut to the chase here. If this swarm of rats is indeed, say, some shambling Hulk rat mound, I'd rather know sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Yes, but anyway, that's the logic. But befriend animals.
You start to play your bagpipes.
Thank you.
And you get the sense that, well, I'm not making a gazillion saving throws.
Yes. I mean, I'm happy to become squeaker cut bait if this will get this swarm of rats away from us.
Okay. So here's the deal. So the I'll make 3, 1 for each swarm.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel one of the swarms just isn't buying what you're selling. But here's the thing. The other 2, you sense that they kind of look at you with those yellow eyes. And they kind of seem swayed by your music. For a perceptible amount of time that amounts to nothing. It's almost as if they are controlled by something else, something more dire, something more powerful.
Seems on brand.
Silric, what are you doing?
I will attempt to attack the swarm attacking Timpani.
Okay.
And AC 9, you say?
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be 8 or higher. Yep, that's a hit.
I hope you hit the super unfriendly one.
You attack. I'm assuming you're using your sword
Absolutely.
of frost. Yeah, you feel like disdain coming from the sword. Like, I can't believe you dare use me for such a ignoble beasts. Rats. I'm so much better than this. All right. Somebody roll a d6, and that somebody would be Tiffany.
5.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, time to hit again.
Yep. So, Baltana, what are you doing?
Swing.
Okay.
That would hit, and that would hit.
Okay. Another rat squeaks.
No.
Yes, if a rat could do a Wilhelm scream, that would be the one. Twitter.
Yes.
Bagpipes seem to be having no effect.
Fine. We're going to switch this up. And I bust out the skull. Stand down.
Yeah, rats have no alignment, or their alignment is neutral, so that doesn't work.
Got that
Aw.
done.
Well, at least we established that it doesn't work. It's like, and it means nothing from the temple followed us back looking for revenge or something petty.
So, Rick, what are you doing?
I say, fine, and sheath the sword and grab a hammer out of my backpack.
Man,
If I had hammer,
bag and hammer. That's the way to do it.
Whack a rat, Jesus.
All right. Is there a penalty on using this hammer? It's probably a normal
Absolutely
hammer.
not. That's what it's there for.
All right.
okay.
And I missed a fucking rat with a hammer.
But you weren't expecting the
Okay.
rat. You hammer in your defense.
But if it's any consolation, I have a great idea for the next round.
Can I have my moment?
Yes, sure.
Tiffany looks at this madness and just says, in general, but directed at the rats, like, guys, could you like do this somewhere else? Cause I'm really fucking tired.
Meanwhile, Silric is playing whack-a-mole with the bed.
The rats.
The whack
say
whack
no.
here and the whack whack there. Thank
right.
you, Ulrich.
So, Silric, the rats, as you go in with your hammer, the rats swarm up at you. There's no damage done, but you must make a save versus death.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
That.
Come on. Here we go. 13. Yes, that's a save.
Okay, yeah, they swarm up you and start flinging rats off of you. That chill goes up your spine.
Not
Rats ain't
today.
playing.
Rat again.
Baltana, one of the rat swarm tries to bite you. Nothing happens, and then and then finally, Twitter, you're going to take a point of damage from rat bite.
Oh, is that all you've got, you little cute fins?
Little does he know he's bubonic.
Ah.
All right, so the official dice roller
2.
rolls
Give us
5.
The rats are tenacious.
Well,
Yes,
there's
they
only
are.
one.
All
Oh,
right.
right.
The rats try to bite each of you in turn and fail to do so.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, they're not very good, but all
Well,
right.
never are we.
Okay. And I guess we'll start to continue to whittle them down.
Okay.
That would hit.
Okay.
Or at least hit another one.
All right. Tana starts just going to work with this short sword. Just stabbing and swiping back and forth.
Any rat skewers for breakfast tomorrow.
Ew.
All right. Twitter.
You don't know where there's a bin.
I shout out, none of you are too attached to these rats, correct? Like, and then I break out the cowbell
Oh God.
and summon us some goats to trample some rats once.
We're gonna be sleeping on the street by the time this is done.
Have we had a
Uh,
rest yet?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I've been trying. Keep getting interrupted by smells and rats.
You have not.
Well, I'm going to try it anyway, then.
I mean, the goats are only good one per day.
Uh-huh.
They are not around.
Ah.
All right. So Rick.
Think he's alone now.
Yeah, I'll try to hammer one of these rats.
But doesn't seem to be any goats around.
And yep, clobber one.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Tiffany.
Splat.
Yeah, rat spoo goes everywhere.
Oh, I
one of
got
the
on my
rats-
face.
Well, no, but one of the rats from one of the swarms, we'll say it is from the swarm that is currently whole because no one has been doing anything to it,
Mm-hmm.
jumps up away, like breaks from the pack and scurries up the side of the bed, sits, like crawls up onto Tiffany's chest. And
Whoa.
looks
I don't
at
know you
her
like that.
straight in the eye with its little yellow eyes looking straight into yours. Malevolent. And you think you hear it say, soon. In Trow. But you can't be sure because of the fever dreams. All right, so Baltana, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to smack it again. And did I hear it or no?
No, only Timpani. No, you see one. You might see it break away from the pack and scurry up.
Okay. Okay. Can I attempt to smack it off of her?
Yes, but I'm gonna warn you. If you
Okay.
if you miss, you have a chance of damaging her. So you got to ask yourself how your golf game is.
Are you feeling lucky?
Am I feeling lucky?
Ain't no mulligans in this game, Mr. President. I mean,
Wow.
Well, I know that if one attacks her, she's dead.
Uh-huh.
that is true.
So
Will it be you or the rat? Hmm.
But what
I
a
bet
way
she
to
would
go.
rather that I did something stupid than having a rat kill her.
You are assuming many things.
Make it happen,
You know
Captain.
what? I'm gonna hit the one on her.
Okay.
So is rolling a 1 bad? I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
It's definitely bad, Master.
It would have been
No,
poetic as
not.
fuck.
That's low. Okay, that hit.
Yeah, actually.
Uh,
So yeah, so you smack this rat off of her.
That's not a euphemism.
It goes flying and smacks against the window, splat, and oozes down.
Okay, Scrappy-Doo.
Twitter, what are you doing?
Well, we've tried everything else, but okay, so that lead rat is dead or just splatted?
It's dead. They have 1 hit point each.
Okay, and I suppose an entangle isn't going to do much. So let's see. All right, I am going to go with. Yeah, well, that's a. I grab some oil and start dousing some rats with oil with a preparation to ignite them.
What?
in a wooden tavern.
Yes,
Next to
well,
a
it's
woman
like
who died to fire.
uh-huh. Right.
That list just keeps getting longer and longer.
This'll work, I'm sure.
All right, so yeah, so he starts rummaging through his gear and brings out a bottle of oil and starts whipping it at splattering rats with it. It can only end well. All right, Silric, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to hammer
The
a
room
rat.
starts to smell like lamp oil for some reason.
I'm gonna hammer a rat and yell at Squitter, "What the fuck are you doing?"
All right,
And that's a hit on
You're
a
giving
rat.
them a chance to retreat.
All right. Okay, and Tiffany.
I see Squitter doing this. I'm about
You.
95% sure this is a dream and she's saying this. But if it's not, and in some reason you don't kill me, I will fucking kill you, Bard.
Well, hopefully we'll make it
When
all
I
up
turn
that you
into
can
a
fly.
vampire, I will haunt you.
She didn't. I don't care if I gotta come back from the dead. If I'm a vampire, I don't know what. I will find you, and I will play some sort of song on your innards.
I have a
While
very
you're still
special
alive.
collection of skills. One acquired over a long career.
I'm gonna tune you in fits, like a goddamn violin.
She's also like she has not been bothered by any of this, but the sight of him doing that, you can tell she's like, no, not again. I don't know.
All right, somebody roll me a d6, and by somebody I mean Tiffany.
1.
All right, well, first off, I'm going to the swarms of rats start to attack, and none of them are able to land any blows. It was the vicious fighting teeth. Come. You ever see what was it, Attack of the Killer Shrews with like the dogs dressed in rat costumes? That's kind of what it's like. They're just like fast but they're not really doing
I imagine it's not even that. It's the fucking like 50s movies where you just have the animal imposed in the screen and they aren't actually doing
right,
it.
like a postcard.
It's them, but they're just superimposed on the thing, and the people flipping out and the fucking things just kind of meandering.
Right. All right. So what are you guys doing? So Baltana starts to smell a lot like lamp oil.
And I have verbally threatened him, so you definitely heard that.
So did Silric.
The Baltana won her off. Or is he muted?
Yeah, Baltana's on mute.
So sorry, I had to switch to my phone.
It's
I went ahead and I'm going to attempt to attack again.
Okay.
Uh, and is there one swarm that's bigger than the others, or am I attacking the
So
smallest
the
swarm?
one that is you and Silric have been whittling down yours pretty steadily.
Okay.
The other swarm that has been kind of attacking Squitter, which is the swarm that is now covered in lamp oil, um, is the only one that died was the one that you uh, struck off of Timpani earlier.
Okay, then I'm going to continue on our smaller swarms, and hopefully we'll get these two killed so we can help Squitter bail out.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll to hit, and that is a hit. Roll a 16.
Okay. All right. And Squitter, what are you doing?
Well, if the rats are not retreating, I'm going to do the second only other thing that we can do, and I am going to attempt to do my rendition of River Dance and squish them by foot.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right. Let's see. 16, which means that will
Plus
hit.
9.
Yep, I think that's a pretty good sense that I've hit.
Okay. You squishy one.
Squisher cutbait today. All you rats are going to get it now.
All right. So, Rick, what are you doing?
Try to smack a rat.
All right.
That's a hit.
Okay. So, just as Silric smacks this rat, they all start to swirl in a mist. All three swarms start to swirl in a mist, and the mist kind of coalesces with each other and swirls together. And standing in front of you now are two ghastly figures, humanoid, reeking of grave rot, and they are two whites.
Hey, what did I tell you about taking your final form now rather than later?
Fucking
And
whites, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking lady. So next time it will be Kill Whitey.
Well, that I've got no problem with.
And we'll leave it at that.
Cliffhanger.
So
It's
thank you
aiming for
guys for
you.
putting me trying to unsuccessfully build suspense, and we'll pick it up with some undead action next time.
Okay, but
Thanks
are
for
they still flammable now?
no, and listening, and if you're doing the YouTube thing, I don't know why, but thank you for all you've done to boost our views. So
Yay, thank you, everyone.